More fun things I've learned about sex. And this time it's answering the question that a lot of people weirdly ask is, how do I get a girlfriend? And I figured this is a great conversation starter or just a good information for you to know. Just a quick side tour to make sure we're all on the same page. So this is a vulva, not a vagina, this is a vulva. So here we have the labia majora, labia minora, and then here is your urethra opening. And then this is your vagina or vaginal opening. And then here, this ridged part is called a G-spot. We'll get back to that. Could be, couldn't be, might not be. And then most importantly, here is your clitoral hood. And actually, if you lift the clitoral hood, you'll see your clitoris. So a lot of people know about this clitoris, but actually what you're looking at is called the clitoris glands, and it's actually just the tip of the iceberg because 90% of the clitoris organ is actually internal and you can't see it. So I have a real life-size replica. So say this is what we know as a clitoris or a clitoris glands. Actually, internally is all of this inside. So of course, these don't actually fit together, but let's just imagine. So say it's sitting here and that's the clitoris glands that you see, and actually internally there's this entire clitoris organ that sits behind your vulva. Here, these are called the paired crura, which is the clitoris legs, and then this is called the vestibular bulbs. So the clitoris actually has 8,000 nerve endings, which is 2 to 3 times more than the penis. And during fetal development, it comes from the same cells as a penis. But most importantly that I wanted to point out is that this all becomes engorged and enlarged during arousal, basically an erect clitoris. This is an important fact. Keep it in mind for just a second. So now this is where it gets interesting. And of course I have to throw in some research numbers. There's a study done in 2017 with 1,000 women in the US, and 7 out of 10 of them women who had heterosexual sex said that they require clitoral stimulation during orgasm. And there was also a study where 18% of women reported they were able to orgasm just through vaginal stimulation alone, which what we call is a vaginal orgasm. Okay, so why am I telling you all of that? So let's go back to the fact that the clitoris becomes enlarged and engorged during arousal, and the stark difference between how many people can have clitoral orgasms versus vaginal orgasms. So actually in the medical community, there's a lot of theories on what the G-spot is and what a vaginal orgasm actually is. And many theorize actually the existence of a G-spot isn't necessarily an actual physical entity, but instead, during penetrative sex, what's happening as the vaginal orgasm or G-spot stimulation is because the clitoris becomes engorged during penetrative sex like this, it's actually stimulating the vestibular bulb. So really what you're actually feeling is clitoral stimulation still, and you're still having a clitoral orgasm. So with all that information, hopefully that really emphasizes why along with communication, this is so important, and maybe can help you get a girlfriend.